Hey everybody, welcome to our live chat. I'm Heather. I am here for you guys each and every day, Monday through Friday. Renee and I come to you and just talk to you about everything luminous, how to do it, what to do, all the fun stuff. And so if you are interested in learning more about Luminous and about what we have to offer, this is the place to be. We want you to be here asking questions. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I do want to show you our starter kit. So if you're interested in getting one, maybe you've already ordered it and it's on its way, and I'm sure you're stalking your mail person about that, it might look like this. This is our icon. And so you might have ordered this one. You might have ordered the Icon Pro. You might have ordered the Legend, but it's going to come with 2 bottles of foundation. Excuse me. And we give you 2 big bottles of foundation so you can mix and match throughout the year. So you have that perfect color match 365 days a year. Plus, think of this starter kit as your practice kit. We want you to get in there and get going with it, start practicing, because remember, the more you have your stylus in the hand, the more you're going to learn. We also give you a bottle of love and a bottle of blush, and our blush is super high pigmented. It does bloom. It does intensify after it completely dries. So just know that going in. And then also, if you're new, hey Nancy, good to see you. If you are new, these are I always use the wrong hand, 4 things we want you to do. So I actually got my Legend out, and the first thing I want you to do, and it comes already put together, you only have to plug in this power cord, and I just want you to feel it on your face. You can close your eyes. It feels so good. And know that wherever that air is blowing is where the makeup is going to go. So move it around your face like you would if you were airbrushing. That's number 2, to keep your stylus moving. We also want you to keep it about 4 finger widths away. That's going to be the perfect distance for you to get a flawless application. When we get to eyes, then you'll come in a little bit closer. If you need more detailed work, come in closer. When you're doing maybe tanning, you can come back a little farther. And then barely pull back on your trigger. That is the one thing we want you to practice, because you're wanting to let just a little bit of makeup out at a time. You're in control over that. So the air comes out automatically, but you're in control over the product being let out. So there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to use a little bit of glow on. No, let's go ahead. I'm going to use, I asked about my tan. Why do I have 2 systems? Nancy, I have 3. There is no reason for anybody to have more than 1. I just have them here so I can show the different ones. Only reason. Because I don't, if somebody has the Legend and they want to know that it's just like the icon except a different shape and things like that, then I have it. So if they had a question about it, that's the only reason, to show the different ones. All right, so I'm going to still use, I did put on there that my tan. So I did airbrush tanning this weekend over the Memorial Day weekend. And then I actually used tanning tonic. I did the 8 o'clock for Renee, and then did tanning tonic for after I did that. And so you have to go back and look at the 8 o'clock because I do look darker. But I'm still going to use the light beige concealer, and I'm going to put a few drops. I put a few, but I probably only needed 2 because right now I'm just going to do it on my lid. So I'm going to turn on my system, and then I'm just using it to start some coverage. And you can tell it definitely shows up more on me now because I am darker. And there we go. So I kind of used it as a primer, and then that way it gives, you know, if you think about it, our makeup lasts for so long that if you airbrush, just that's going to last for so long as well. It'll have the same staying power. And so using it as a primer can help if you want more staying power. But I mean, even our eyeshadows are, I'm going to use the Click and Play eyeshadows, have a lot of staying power because of the high pigment. So you're good either way. Yay, Nancy can see the difference. I know, I feel like a golden goddess. Just kidding. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna do my eyes first. And I do the eyes first if I use traditional eyeshadow. So if I'm using traditional eyeshadow, just in case I have any fallout here, I can clean all this up before starting with, you know, my concealer or foundation or whatever I'm going to use. So I'm like, I wanted to do kind of a glammy look. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Candy. All right, so let's go in and let me see. What do I want to do? That blue I was using before Memorial Day. Oh, it's Iris, and it is gorgeous. I love it. So let's go ahead and use, let's try these two. I'm going to start with Spice, and Spice is kind of, it looks like spice. No, it has like a shimmer to it. So I'm going to do this on my lid. Yay! Congratulations. Now I am just going to put this on with my finger because I'm just going to put this on the lid, and then, but you could put it on with a flat eyeshadow brush. So I'll go in and just put that right on my lid. Look how deep and rich that color is. I love this color. And then I can kind of blend it up a little bit. I can kind of just do what I want because, again, and I kind of did it on purpose, but you see how like all that is, I have time to fix that because I haven't done anything else. The only thing you're seeing is my eyes. So if I needed, oh, I forgot my backup wipes again. Even if I needed to go in and clean that up with a wipe, or if I wanted that real precise line, I can do that with the wipes because I haven't done anything on my face yet. So now I'm just going to go in and make sure that all this is blended. Okay. And I can go in and correct. See, you had some fallout there, which we will go in and correct. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to be able to get that real precise line, which will be great. And now I'll go in with, let's go ahead and do, this is Coffee Bean. It's still dark, but it has a little red to it. And I'm going to do that in my crease. So I'm using a blending brush and putting the makeup just right on top, hitting the extra off, and then going back and forth. Hey, Jennifer. Nancy, we always are working on new colors. And so we did notice that there wasn't a lot of lighter shades. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. So that is all I'm going to do on the lid. I did put the matte color in my crease, and then I'm blending it up to create that. See how this kind of looks? I don't worry about that because I'm going to show you what you can do. So now taking, hey, Amber, I'm going to take a brush. It's a kind of like a flat eyeshadow brush, but very small. And with the Coffee Bean, the matte color, I'm going to use that as my eyeliner underneath. And line underneath. Okay. So again, guys, if you notice, like I don't use 84 different eyeshadow colors. I like to stick with something very, that's very easy, very doable. So doing the CC concealer that I did on the lid evens out my lid, and then I'm able to put color on top of that. And then this is already light from my CC concealer. Okay, so I'll go in, make sure that all this is blended here. And then now, because I'm going to have to make a wipe. Whoa, I almost hit that off. Let me see if I can do it with this. That's why you improvise. Oh, my legend, I pushed it off the table and I grabbed it with my legs. I am amazing. All right, let's see if we can. I don't know why this is sliding off. All right, let me just put it in there. There we go. That'll work. Now, so if I could take a wipe, which I would, I can go in and get that real precise edge. So I'm just going in there and beep. Let me see if I can make another one. Going in and boop. Very precise edge. Okay. And I wiped everything underneath so I don't have to worry about any fallout at that point. All right. So now, I'm like, what do I do now? I don't want to do that. Since we're going to do glam, I'm going to use Mystic foundation. And I'm going to go in, turn on my system. Now, because Mystic is full coverage, it's medium to full coverage and a higher pigmentation, so that's why it's full coverage. You might not have to do as many passes. Thank you, Amber. What color are you using on the eyelids? I used Spice first, which is this color. And then I used Coffee Bean, which is that. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Right there. So now I can start with my complete pass. And you can start at any area. Just make one complete pass. And when you're making passes, I keep my stylus moving. I never go in one spot twice on a pass. I never go to one spot twice. It might overlap, but when we say moving, it's always moving and always either moving down, moving in circles. There can be some overlap, but you're not going to have it hit in the same spot when you're doing the foundation. All right. I always forget this side of for some reason I forget like my little cheeks right there. All right, so there we go. That is full coverage. Look how even I am. It really, Mystic, if you like that makeup look, or if you like that if you feel like you need that full coverage, Mystic is going to be for you. You will love it. All right, now I'm going to take the Cut 1 palette, which is this one. And as you can tell, I use all of them. So I'm going to do some contouring, and I go in and I do this with my contour. I like multiple colors. And then especially now that I'm darker, go in and do a little bit of contouring there. And I could almost go with the Cut 2 palette at this point. And there you go. All right, so that was the Cut 1. If I wanted to go in and do maybe a little bit of highlight underneath the eyes, because I went straight into I went straight into foundation, and I used Mystic as my concealer. I used it as everything. I can go in and do a little bit of highlighting with the Cut 1, but there's gonna be a big contrast. So you don't want to use as much as I normally would if I was lighter. Does that make sense? All right, so I can go in and do this to lighten underneath my eyes. Now, if I did it how I normally do it when I'm lighter, this would be way, way too light. Okay, now I'm going in and I'm going to use Allure Charming Blush. Look how gorgeous that is. I love this color. It's a pinky gold and it is gorgeous. And so I'll go in and I just boop, boop, with a flat powder brush. Put a little there. And get a little rosy on my cheeks. And then I don't know why, but when I do normal blush, even when I do airbrush, I feel like I have to kind of tie it all in. That Charming blush is amazing. I really, really like it. It's a goldy pink, and so I do use it quite a bit, if you can tell. All right, now I can finish with mascara. I could put lashes on. You know, if we were saying we're going glam, I probably would do lashes. That would make the most sense. It would also show up better just because it would be longer lashes, but you can also just put, you know, a bunch of mascara on to really build out the lash. If I did want to take it a step farther, I could line the eyes. Sometimes that makes a difference, a big difference. Even I kind of go back and forth, and I'm going to line them just because I'm not going to put mascara on right now. I'll do that at the 4 o'clock, or maybe I'll even do lashes. Okay. With this being so dark, does it make a difference? I mean, it will subtly, but if I had lashes on, I'm already going to be they're going to stand out anyway. So right now I can go in and lightly blend right there. So you can tell that it does make a difference. I'm going to give you a second to see. So it would depend on just what you wanted. And as Renee says, I'm just tickling right at the lash line. Right there. And I don't use this at the bottom. Doing a liquid or the gel calligraphy one, I feel is a little bit too harsh. If you did it, I would say smudge it. So if you're going to smudge it, you might as well just use the eyeshadow, because those are going to have a lot of staying power as well. So you'll be set either way. All right. So now let's finish off with some lips. I'm going to do the neutral lip again, which this is Loyal, and I just love Loyal. Like, it's a really pretty color. This is Loyal and the Cream Confessions. Which is probably going to be lighter than me right now. Okay, so this is light now that I am darker. So I'm going to show you. I have one of the our pinks here, which is Crazy Pink. It's one of the ones that we had that were limited edition. But I'm going to show you. I'm just adding it to add color. So it doesn't have to be this pink. If you put the neutral on first and then just add a little bit of color, you can do it with reds. You can do it with whatever you want just to soften the look. So you can also do it probably with our the gel, the lip jellies. You could definitely do that as well. Nancy, the Ballet Pink is my fave. But I just wanted to show you with the lipsticks, and even the liquid lipsticks, you can mix those colors together. You can really play with them. It doesn't have to be as bold. You know, you can mute it down a little bit. Just like we can mix all of our airbrush foundations and airbrush makeup together. Same thing. Sorry, I'm playing. All right, guys. Good to see you today for our 2. We will be back for our 4 o'clock. So I hope to see you back for 4 o'clock. All right. Great to see you guys. Bye for now.